Welcome to the Locker, episode 1, season 2, episode 1. I'm your man. Yeah,
okay,
man.
well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm Mary White. Van Hiles is who you hear.
I didn't know they picked us up for season 2. Where's my check? Season 2?
I asked them about that, man. I said you said something about it last time. I asked them, and I don't know. They thought they said it was in the mail, man. They might have get caught up with them stimulus checks and all that other stuff. You might want to check. I want to check with your local postal office, your postal service.
Okay.
Man.
All right, because they always don't give me a tracking number, and so I don't never know where it is. I got you. All right.
Hey, what's up, Carter? Yeah, and yeah, with COVID and Christmas and everything, I think FedEx was backed up. Anyways,
that's always the excuse. FedEx backed up.
So we got a little lineup, man. We got a pretty good little lineup of information, little stuff that you talked about on the show today. But apparently, the Cats just went off, man. Narrow victory. What did you think about? What do you think about that game?
Man, it is. Whoo, man.
What up, Stu? What up, Stu?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. Like I'm just like a couple things bother me. Not being able to throw a good entry pass, and when you have shooters that are spotting up, not giving them the ball in the freaking pocket. I've seen too many balls thrown at the feet. Now I just lost my shooting rhythm. I got to pick it up. Now the defenders probably got enough time to come back. When I had an open shot, if you just give me the ball in the pocket, those two things bother me.
Yeah, I think one thing about you saying where they're getting the ball at, I think that's one thing about you saying where they're getting the ball at is that these guys ain't accustomed to passing. And I think with the last game they had down in Mississippi State, when Dante Allen went off, I think, a lot of the role players I thought played a significant role in helping getting Dante Allen and a lot of different things. But I think they are not accustomed to passing the ball. That's why you're talking about, like, we ain't no good at entrance passes. We ain't good at setting. And then again, we're not good at coming off screens at all. Like, we're not good at the one when Dante Allen got ripped at the top of the key. He's coming. How to do squeeze between the screen and get leverage on you to rip you like out in front of you. Like so the screen didn't hold him back none, which is Dante Allen's fault for not getting shoulder and rubbing him off on it. But I don't know if the other guy was firm. But yeah, it's funny you said that about the passing because it ain't. But two things I want to bring up about the basketball team though. No. The two things I want to about the basketball team. What do you think about Dante Allen's performance in the last game against Mississippi State? 2, do you think BJ Boston? You think he counting shots?
I'm thinking counting shots is hard. That's unless you're only taking 3, you know what I'm saying? You can easily count 3, but counting shots is hard. So I don't know about that. Buckets is a lot easier to keep track of. But the game Dante Allen had was just that was that one game that you have like that you just the basketball goal looks like an ocean.
Right.
I remember I made 6 1/2, and it's like I couldn't miss. It's just like anything you throw up, it was going in. That's gonna be hard to replicate, though. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, and I think he came out today, man, and it's kind of crazy going from coming off the bench. And, we done both been in, I guess, in basketball and football and both sports. he didn't come off the bench now. He come out there, he looking for his. Like he coming around there. As soon as he come off that curl, he putting his clip in, man.
Right.
He load his clip. Yeah. He ain't getting a good look at the enemy or nothing.
Nah.
He load his clip. But and I think that's good, but I also think he's gonna have to tone down and wait for his shot and find his shot. Because I think he start off 2 of 6, 0 for 3 from 3-pointer.
Yeah. I think at half that's what it was.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's kind of rough, man. So I think, they're going to have to really get themselves together. When you saying about Boston, it's hard to count shots. It ain't hard to count shots, dude.
I guess I never counted shots. I've you know what? I never knew how many points I had because that's hard for me. That's just hard to keep up with.
That's kind of like a phrase, like it's just kind of analogy. It's not really a count shot. That means I ain't got a shot off. It means I ain't got a shot off.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Shots. There's been too many shots without me taking one.
No. First of all, there's never taken too many shots. That was never. As Kobe said, well, I don't know what position Boston played. Now they got this positionless ball. I was a shooting guard. So as Kobe said, shooting guards shoot. There's no, if I'm open, it's flying. I got so many bullets. I got a chest full. I got the Rambo. I got them all around my back, and I'm reloading. That's no. If you're a shooter, man, you cannot have a conscience. You can't.
No, that's no. If you Kobe, that's okay. If you Kobe, that's all right. But that ain't I don't think. If you Kobe, that's okay. But if you're on a team full of college 5-star McDonald All-Americans at the University of Kentucky, now you don't get that privilege unless you just hot. Your teammates giving you a heat check. But if everybody else is going, I'm talking. It's always, man. I had a joker on your team when you play pickup and high school, middle school. Is always that joker where everything's going fine, and we had a game on the line, and we was down by 1 in middle school, and it was obvious that me and my best friend, the one that went to the NFL as well, he was a point guard. So we shot it or something. He gets a rebound underneath the basket. He gets a rebound, runs to the corner shot 3-pointer and shoots it. And then so the game was over. We weren't tripping, but we was just kind of like, man, we already out here. You got a rebound, kick it back out to one of the shooters.
Right.
He told the coach with a straight face, man, I got the rebound. I earned it. I'm talking he got the ball under the basket and dribbled it out to the corner 3 and shot it and missed it.
See, no. I'm sorry. What I was saying is, if I'm open, I'm not forcing up a shot, but I'm not gonna pass. Like when I was coaching my team, I said, "Look, man, I guess you're in college a little bit better, but still in college, the same thing. You pass the damn ball around too many times, it's gonna be a turnover. If you have an open shot, shoot it."
What you missing with Boston though? Boston ain't really just taking open shots.
No, I know. Yeah.
He was finding a shot, like he was making or finding a shot. He got one of them blocked. He got on the baseline, pumped, spent, still wasn't open, and just forced it. Yeah, and got the block back into itself, man. So
no, yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. I haven't watched every game this year because I watched the first one, just too ugly for me to watch. But I watched him in high school. He needs to be in open floor. He needs to be in the open, like fast breaks, secondary break. Once he gets to offense, unless he's going to shoot the 3, and he's obviously lost that confidence.
If they want to get an isolation, they can get him in isolation.
He's too small. He ain't strong enough for these dudes now.
Well, I'm saying if you overload, we overload one side of the floor and give him the side of the floor, he'll be able to work on it. If he can't, then you just have them dudes come off the screen to the top of the key and replace him, and he can kick it back out or whatever. But there's ways to get him if they want to work with him to get it. But I'm just saying he can't just be out here like, hey man, they trying to get Dante Allen going. Right. Mintz done warmed up a little bit. Whoa.
Right. And that's another thing is that they don't understand that, right? I take that back because last game when Dante got hot, they was fine. They were they were looking for him.
Yeah. But that was a winning game thing. I don't think Boston felt like I don't think Boston said like we about to play the rest of the season like this. I was in the receiving core where I had receivers come to me talking about, man, you catching too many balls. I said, hey, what you want me to do? Drop them? No. So I know I'm telling you that dead ass series happened. So, I just hope these dudes, it looked like they gelled a little bit. They pulled this game out. I hope, going into the end of the season, as this season progresses, they play together where, it ain't about one guy taking it. And Allen got to calm down too. Allen got to calm down and know that, I'm going to spot up and find my shot when it's there. But if you running around, hitching every time waiting to get it off, man, they going to stay in your jock. You're not going to get a good look anyways. So just come off screen. It'll come to you, man, when it's time to come.
Yeah, it's difficult, man, because although I did see one action where they set him up for a three. I think it was Isaiah Jackson screen. He passed it from the left wing, then went baseline, got a screen from Isaiah on the other side, and I think he shot he shot that one and missed it. But there's some action. There's some dude. Since we last talked, we both ran motion offense. There are some quick hitters where you can get a shooter a shot. It's pretty simple. It's not like you got to call a play. Your guys just got to know he's hot. When he comes around, set a damn screen.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's not like it's not that difficult. But thing about it though, he's got to shoot better though.
It's easy to pick up on. It's easy to pick up. Like I said, so since the boys are coming around, 2-0 in the SEC now, so they're coming around a little bit. I know you keep up on the girls, man. Are the girls that nice, man?
Dude, the girls are balling. And I think, and this is what gets me is that we have done unbelievable for transfers. Robin Benton, I knew Robin was going to be good, and I thought Dre was going to be better. She played well until the freaking last two conference games. And Massengill is, dude, we have so many good players. It's crazy. We got two players freshmen on the bench that's not even playing anymore because the other players is playing better. It's Hunt and Liberator haven't even. I don't think they played last game. I don't think either of them got in the run last game, and they are that good. And someone told me that Ryan Howard is coming back next year.
How'd you know that's this early?
Because that's the word on the street.
Huh. And plus, I ain't know girls came out early, man.
Well, if there's the rule change. It's something about you play 3 years and you graduate. If you play 3 and graduate, you are eligible to come out. But if you don't graduate, you're not eligible. It's something like that. Dude, I'm gonna say this. Ryan Howard has come around. You remember she missed the first 2 games?
Right.
She's balling now. The thing about it is Chassie Patterson and Dre Edwards are not balling. Once they get all 3 of them, there's not many teams that can beat them when all 3 are rolling. Dude, they scoring 80 points nightly. Right. You know what I'm saying? We struggle on the men team to score 70. Yeah. And they're scoring 80 in their sleep.
It could be that COVID pattern because a lot of things have changed within the COVID pattern where people you expect to do certain things, don't get down. I don't know what the hell you laughing about, man.
He said the COVID pattern like it's a jet stream or something.
I mean, just a pattern the way things have been handled with COVID. But you know what hasn't changed with COVID? D. Smith from Alabama balling on these fools.
Bruh, he from the boot, man. That's how we do here.
Man.
He from the boot.
What do you think about the Heisman pick? That you wanted somebody else that could
No. To me, it was either him or Trevor Lawrence. To
Huh?
me, yeah.
Mac Jones, what did Mac Jones do wrong?
No, dude.
What did he do wrong?
No, it's not he did wrong. Let me
Okay.
let me say this. When you got a guy like Devontae Smith that's freaking wide, freaking open 85% of the time on 15 plus yard. I mean, come on. I'm not saying that Mac Jones isn't good, but Devontae Smith made him look better. Dude, how many times have you seen Mac Jones throw into a damn tight window?
It don't matter.
I'm just saying.
If he not turning it over at a high clip, if he ain't turning it over, he getting it to shit. He threw 3 touchdown passes to Najee. Excuse me, Najee.
That's what I'm saying. The talent around him is ridiculous. I'm not. Let me get this. Let me color this. I'm not saying Mac Jones is bad. Don't get me wrong. He is a really good quarterback. I'm unquestionable. He's a good quarterback. He can spin it. He can throw. He has a nice deep ball. He is a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's freaking terrible. Like you said, I said Jamin Davis was, which I got a bone to pick with you on that one, but I'm gonna let that slide. But not saying Mac Jones is hard. What you said stinks. I'm not saying he stinks. What I'm saying is that Devontae Smith makes him look damn good. And then after losing Waddle, and they didn't skip a beat because damn Smith is freaking wide open 90% of the time.
No, but my problem was you said it was either him or Trevor. Trevor missed 2 or 3 games.
He missed 2. And you can't.
He might as well miss 3.
He missed 2.
He may as well miss that last one.
Whoa. The votes were in before. He didn't play a bad game that game. He just fumbled. But dude, he had 400 yards passing.
God, here we go with this shit. The fumble don't matter. So the fumbles don't matter.
Hold on. But the fumbles are a product of the offensive line not doing a great job of blocking.
Nah.
Okay. All right. We will agree to disagree. When he got the ball out of his hands, he was pretty damn accurate. That's what I'm saying. But before that game, Trevor Lawrence missed 2 games and that offense suffered. You can't penalize a guy in this year because of COVID. He wasn't hurt. Well, he got hurt. That
diminishes his sample size. His sample size is smaller.
Yes, but what I'm saying is,
and he didn't play an all SEC schedule.
Granted, I'm saying Dante Smith should have won, but Mac Jones and Kyle Trask are behind Trevor Lawrence, if you ask me.
I don't think Kyle Trask was in it too much. I mean, he showed obviously at the end that he wasn't, but I mean, I ain't gonna argue with that. I just don't think that. I think with Trevor missing them games, and I think him missing them games, I think that kind of should have took him out of it. But all right, so we're gonna get this out of the way. What time is it? Because I know we got a lot to get to. Get this out of the way, and we're not gonna stay on this at all. So if anybody tuning in, get to understand this is gonna be in and out. We not staying on this, but we in the locker, so it's got to be discussed. Mark Stoops is filing for divorce for Chantel, and that is the news. It was a statement put out. Otherwise, it would not be discussed in the locker room because it wouldn't be public news. And if it was secret, we keep it on lockdown so it stays secret. I said it's going to be short and quick. All I want to know is 2 things. Do you have an issue with it? And 2, does that tarnish or change your judgment as a coach in any way, shape, or form?
No, and no. No.
Okay. I've seen people. I've seen people on social media going through the thing. Hey, what's going on, Louis? I've seen people on social media, man, just bashing them, and
really?
It really wasn't so much bashing. No, not bashing, poking fun, and just making light of it. And I don't know why. One person made a hell of a point that I think the news broke by KSR. And they was like, why is this news? Like, but
Right.
and this is what KSR said, which I don't know, that he published the statement. So when they publish a statement, they write how they want it published.
Right.
So, I mean, like I said, we're not going to stay on his. I guess it's more to get into about the situation if it was something that somebody cared about. But obviously, we both don't care about it. We both say it doesn't, and nobody knows what's going on in the household. You know, that's one thing. That's one thing I do want to say before we get off of it. That these people out here who making statements on it, period, making any statements on it. How would you like it if people came into your household, no matter what your job is? Some people come to your household telling you, because you and your spouse decide to part ways. And no, I mean, you may have some detail. You may know one thing, you may know another. You know, I've seen people say together through a lot of things. I've seen people part for small things, but it's just kind of funny that people feel the need that they can just comment on it as if they got some cold hard facts, or like it bothers you. Like, if you get divorced tomorrow, man. If you get divorced tomorrow, I ain't gonna like you anymore or less. I'm not gonna ask you no questions. Now, if you come to me venting and, hey, Aunt, man, yeah, man, it was rough, you know. And I'm sitting, listen. You don't drink, I'm gonna have a drink and go about my business. But I just find that odd that's actually news one, and that people got comments about someone else's marriage. That's celebrities.
That's just where we are, man. That's just where we are as a society. You have asshole trolls who are just waiting for something like this to be a troll about.
Let me ask you this. Hold on real quick. You married, you the only one married on the show. Let me ask you this. From what Louis just said, we're not getting into detail, but do you think he made a statement because that's the easier route to go? Or do you think
Yes. Get out front of it. You don't want somebody else to find out. Then they go say, at least, I mean, honestly, this is the way I look at it, right? He released a statement. Now it's done. You have your little period of time, your 2-3 days to talk about it. Then you don't talk about it anymore because there's other things going on. Right. So it's best to do it now. Then people be asked, so when did it happen? Well, what happened? Like, how did it happen? What did it happen after the bowl game? So then it just adds more sauce to it. So I get out in front, let everybody know now, so they can have all their questions at one time. You can just let it ride out after that, and then you're done.
Or you got Alan Cutler's ass coming out of the woodwork.
Right.
That's your question, huh? Got Alan Cutler getting back in the business, man. All right, now, but you said we got other things going on, and other things going on is bowl win. We think about that bowl game, man. You satisfied? Good points, bad points. We could have did more, could have done less.
There's so much to it. We talked about it here. It went about how I thought it was going to go. They had no idea what Vince was going to call. Yeah. After they saw what he was going to call, then they got a hold of it, and we stalled in the second half. That I knew that was going to happen. The defense played pretty well. That to hold that team to under 20 points, or was it 20? What was the final score? 23-20. What was the final score?
It was 23-25. Did somebody get a safety or something? Something happened. I can't remember what the dog.
It wasn't
it was. I'm thinking 23-25.
Okay.
I'm thinking for sure.
Or to hold that team, to shut them out in the first half, and we gave up some garbage stuff in the second. I can't complain, dude. When you don't have, look, think about this. Let's think about you're on a basketball team. Let's say Kentucky team.
23-21. Okay.
23-21. And those were freaking field goals. That game should have been out of hand at the first half. Should have been 21.
Oh, yeah.
But let's imagine if you are a basketball team, you lose your head coach and your 2 assistant coaches. You know what I'm saying? You lost your OC, your running back coach, and your quarterback coach all at one time. And it
didn't hurt the running backs too much.
Well, we already talked about that. Shit,
I already understood that.
we could have called that game.
Well, let me ask you this: you saying how bad the offense went? If we connect on some of those throws offensively, and we're gonna get to that too. But what's the purpose? Like, you don't throw the ball that much, you get a one-on-one opportunity, and we just chuck that boy down the field, like overthrow the dude, like overthrow him, like out of bounds and 5 yards ahead of him, overthrow him.
Who did we overthrow?
You don't remember? I can't remember who.
I don't remember overthrow. I remember underthrow.
Huh?
I remember underthrow.
Nah, he overthrew him. I think like in the beginning of the third quarter. It was a fade route. It was one-on-one. That bad boy is way out in front.
Wow, why don't I remember that? I'm gonna tell you this as a quarterback. I'm gonna just tell you this.
It was after a turnover, put it like that. I think it was taking an opportunity after a turnover.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. As a quarterback, and this is why I play this as a corner. The toughest pass to throw is the freaking deep ball. The fade route, the post route, you have so much yards. You have the margin of error is bigger, right? Because if he's running the post, you can throw him from the hash all the way to the other freaking pylon. Just got to put enough air under it, right? On a fade route, you got to throw it in a box because it's the sideline. That's why, as quarterbacks, as a quarterback, you always tell your receiver, you need to give me some room. So you can't get pinned to the sideline because now the thrower, I got to be perfectly on the sideline. If you get me in between the hash and the top of the numbers, now I got between the hash and the top of the numbers all the way to the sideline. That's like 10, 12 yards of room that I can margin of error. That fade route is hardest to throw. That's why when I play corner, I was not worried about it. I was never trying to be over top of a receiver, ever. Because most passes are going to be underthrown. Most deep balls are going to be underthrown. And it's just a tough pass to throw. But go ahead.
I kind of beg to differ. I'm not saying it's a tough pass. I could throw a pretty good fade route. Just probably not now, but back when I was playing ball, even in college and after college, like football camps. My whole thing, I just don't understand how your depth or how your perception is that far off where you just overthrow the doggone thing. I understand you saying it's hard to put it right on the money.
Yeah.
But if you got one-on-one, the very least a back shoulder or throw it up over top of both of them where he can go up and get it. But just to overthrow him completely, I just felt like what is your thought process when you releasing it like that? And I don't know. I've just never really seen that happen. That's something as a college quarterback. That's something you practice every day. Like before practice, you got trash cans on the sideline. You do pat and go every day. Like, I don't understand.
That's just like you got running backs and scout team that act like they're freaking Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton, and then when they get in the game, it's a totally different animal. It's a totally different animal when you shoot with Will Bush. Dude, I can throw a perfect pat and go. I can complete 100% of those. It's different when you got 300-pound guys coming at you. You got that clock going off of your head. Okay, I better throw it now. It's totally. I bet you right now. I bet you see Terry Wilson and pat and go. He throws them all perfect. I guarantee it.
I'll be curious. You know, they said back when Morgan Newton was here, they said he used to throw them bad boys out of bounds on pat and go. And you don't even run pat and go on the boundary. I don't even know why we're laughing, man.
Okay.
Real, you already in trouble with one UK football player, man.
Hold on, man. Stop. You gotta be lying.
I heard that from several people. I was like, man, I asked them, and I don't know if the ball bounced and landed over there or something.
Dude, if you can't complete a pat and go pass, you don't need to play quarterback. There ain't nobody. You can throw it. First of all, this is what look. This is I'll never forget when I went to Southern Miss football camp, and I spent time at both DB and quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And I went to the quarterback portion of the camp. late, so I didn't get the whole discussion about what kind of pass we was gonna throw and all this stuff. So we were throwing fades, right?
Yeah.
But apparently they were throwing it like it's too deep, right? So you got to fit it in between. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that. So I just see fades. I'm just airing them out, right? Because there's nobody there, dude. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't complete a fade route with nobody on them, and you just pack and then just letting it go, dude. I'm like killing it. So in my head, I'm like, man, these coaches are gonna fall in love with me right now. I'm 1,000%. Then the coach comes to me, he's like, "What the hell are you doing, son?" I'm like, what you mean? We throwing fade route. He's like, "No, you got to put it on them."
On the window.
Like, oh, I didn't know what told me. It's different. And now I'm going to tell you, that's something that some quarterbacks don't understand when to do that. There's instances, well, like for example, the one that was called back, he put it on him more. He didn't elevate it so much, right?
Yeah.
But then he threw the one to Epps where we had a free down, and he put too much freaking air under it. You know, and it's like
messed up.
No, even if it is messed up, I'm not gonna say it's not. But even if his shoulder is messed up, time he's done that. So if it is, it is. But I'm gonna tell you, from my standpoint, it's been an issue since he's been here. Knowing when to put it on him and knowing when to put some air under it. Sometimes he doesn't put air under it when he needs to, and it's like when you run. I said it earlier. We've had some post routes where he throws it to Adam when the DB is trailing him. If you don't see the backside corner in your peripheral, you throw that ball all the way to the opposite side because the DB has no chance of catching up.
Right.
He has no chance. He's behind. Stop trying to be perfect with it. Put some air under it and let him go get it.
So we talked about a couple weeks ago, man. You know, I kind of like how the internet is received, and I think I won't ask you about this anyways. But I like how the internet is received. And most people, I found one or two idiots out there, you know, bad mouthing, you know, Terry's decision to transfer. I'm gonna ask you two things. What do you think about his decision to transfer? And have you ever heard anybody say that he may come back in next year and probably transfer before the season even started? You remember anybody saying that?
Dude, no. I personally thought he was done.
Back to our first show. I told you I thought AJ Rose and him will play another year.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna play. I said if he does play again, I think he'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, yes, you did say that. I took him for his word. He said this is my last year, so I'm just thinking this is last year. It's I personally think it's like head coaching, right? How you might be a good head coach, but your message gets stale. I think he needs another environment, and he's losing. The bad part about it is not a bad part about it. The thing about it is he's losing Eddie Graham, which was his ace in the hole because he knew the offense. He's been in the offense longer than the other two guys, so he was ahead of the game just because of Eddie Graham. Now when they get a new coach, they all start on the same page of the playbook. He's not advanced. He doesn't know. He doesn't already know this. They all learning at the same pace right now, and that's not to his advantage. And I just wish him. I just hope he goes somewhere and is able to have the season that he wants.
If you had if you was a betting man, or you had to pick odds, and we're gonna get to Louis' question next, but I mean it leads right into it. If you had to pick odds that after the game against who did we just play against?
North Carolina State.
Yeah, North Carolina. After the game against North Carolina State, after the exit interviews for the end of the season, what's the odds that there was a conversation of, yeah, man, you know, we appreciate everything you did. You can come back. I mean, come on, man. Let me finish. Let me keep my straight face.
I'm sorry.
You can come back, but the room's gonna be open, and you know, for those younger guys, probably got a better chance. You know, we'd love to have you back on the team with your leadership, but there's a huge possibility you'll be holding the clipboard. You think they had that conversation, or you think at a certain point in the season, like, man, I'm coming back, but I ain't playing with them.
Bo. I think it's a little Bo. I think it's a little Bo. I think for me, after seeing the Vandy game, and we talked about it, Vandy, when I saw Bo Allen go through that progression, bam, 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 I'm like, he's a quarterback next year. Even with Grant coming back, I'm like, if you want to get the ball in the air, he's the guy for it.
Yeah.
So I said on this show, I'm like, he's going to be the starter next year. I don't see just like that. Joey Gatewood progression is slower than T-Dubs. So I'm like, what's the difference between T-Dub and Gatewood if T-Dub is really not going to be your guy next year? There's no difference because T-Dub is faster, Gatewood is thicker. It's the same. You trading off the same guy. If you want to make a difference, if you want to get the ball in the air, you have to play Bo. Now, if you want to run a zone read and mix up and be 50-50 and pass for 170 yards a game, 150, just keep the defense a little off balance, then you can go with T-Dub or Gatewood because you got that running threat. But if you want to get balance, get close to 200 yards a game, 205, 210 plus, you got to play Bo. I've seen enough.
Yeah, as good as we got some good receivers coming in, as good as our running game is, we cannot afford to get, and this was crazy, we cannot afford to get 7 or 8 yards on first down, then possibly, get stopped for a 1 or 2 yard gain on third and 2.
Right.
You got to completely go to basically just like North Carolina State did. They seen they had the first time we ran Chris Rodriguez in they had no regard for him.
Dude,
they coming up the edge, they coming up the middle.
Dude, they weren't even, that safety was a damn stacked linebacker. They had triple stacked linebacker. They had the front 3, the next 3, and the safety was stacked right behind the middle linebacker.
They had no like I said, they weren't caring. I'm talking about, I ain't never, when they get that ball and do that little hesitation, they was on him immediately. So I was like, dang. But the whole point was we need that aspect of the game. And that changes everything. That keeps us on the field. Man, that gets us a couple more plays in. So, hey, I'm with you, man. If we and I don't know if Eddie Grant is really a read option guy though. Like, read option guy. I thought in Cincinnati he threw the thing around.
No, but it was off of that. Okay, it was off of the zone play. It was more okay. It was more RPO than zone read. Just think of that then. But I'm gonna say this. This is what is going to happen next year is when we get into 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3. I don't know if we're gonna run out the pistol or we're gonna run it from under center. I would like for us to run out a pistol, but we're gonna run a lot of boots and waggles. So you're gonna get that quarterback out on the edge with a down running back or a tight end that's bam right there. It's gonna be some type of tier route or flood route, whatever you want to call it, tier flood, same thing. And you're gonna have a decisive throw. Or you can freaking run it. And that to me, you can't. The Wildcat works if you block it perfectly. Like there was some times where our guard just blew the blocking assignment, and it would have got the yard, but the guy slanted right in front of him, and it was over. But I think next year with more play action, more boots and waggles, that you're gonna get that easy 3 to 5 yards.
Oh yeah. I think like I said, it's gonna be easy to read. There's gonna be all options. Off the boot, he automatically gonna know this guy's gonna be open and shit. It might be some time to keep it. Here's the question. So to answer Louis' question, I think we both think that Bo is gonna be the man, unless Bo just comes across as incompetent in the pass game, which he hasn't even showed us that in none of his in his early appearances or whatever. Gatewood, everything I understand, Gatewood's kind of a running RPO type quarterback. He's a read and react type guy. He's not a sitting there and decipher and break down defenses. And this is the one. Is Scalzo still on the team?
Yes, he is, and he released. I'm not want me to laugh at this.
You better get Jamin Davis off your ass first.
Yeah, dude. Jamie can talk to me. I've got tweets. I got a receipts where I say he's going to be a pro. I got all kind of receipts. You trying to add gas to something not even.
I was just playing jokes and stuff, man, and he liked it. I said, "Oh hell,
oh
man.
shit!
I ain't never had a player like it."
It is what it is. But so here's the thing. Nick Scalzo released some video of him during scouting.
He did.
Dude, scout team. You know, we have had this discussion about scout team. I'm not going 100%. Like, this is just me trying to get a feel of what they're running.
Right.
And he was, I'm gonna just say, he was dealing, dude. He was yak. Dude, he was dealing, but it's like, dude, it's scout team.
But you still got the ball on the money, though.
He was dealing. He was dealing. Tight windows. He was just yanking it.
Yeah.
You in scout team, if you throw a pick, who cares? That's one thing. Second thing, the effort level in the secondary isn't that high. It's at I don't know when they have scout team, but we have scout team at the end of practice. You're already tired, whatever. I'm trying to get a look. I'm trying to see what the raw combinations are and see how I should play as a corner. So me as a corner, now I'm gonna say this is how I treated scout team. I'm trying some stuff to see if it works. Yeah. I'm gonna line up at 5 and see, okay, if I line up at 5, can I trick them? Can I get that kind of stuff? I'm not playing I'm seeing what I can do to mess the other team up on game day. So that scout team, dude, he was. And here's the funny part: people are like, oh my God, he's got a chance. I'm like, dude, are you really gonna base this off a scout team? Well, I'm sure somebody's saying, well, he's going against the first defense, dude.
Hey man, hold on. That's what they did to Dante Allen, though, man. They act like Dante Allen because he hit him in practice. Then they said in this quote unquote private practice that everybody knew about that he hit 7 out of 8 threes.
Dude, don't compare the two. You know you can't compare them two.
That's what they said, man.
I'm just saying this is, I don't know.
Come on, man.
You don't put out scout film tape to say putting in work.
How does he get that to put out? That stuff's not even supposed to be public.
Oh, things are different now. You know, the tapes are easier to get to. You can edit them and get them probably same day if you really wanted to.
Right.
Plus, it's the season's over with, so you're not showing something, dude. I'm gonna forward it to you. It says, this is what it said. Couple of clips from scout team this year. Knee 100%. Hashtag unfinished business.
Come on, man. Hey, man, that's terrible, man. We're gonna come back and have to say something to you.
I wish I could. No, look. I ain't got nothing against the young fella. All I'm saying is tweeting out scout team when the defense ain't going 100% is.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell him it ain't my fault. Like when I played scout team, I thought I was balling, and I feel like I was balling. But some of the vets told me, said, man, you doing your thing. Chris Laurie, keep doing your thing, young fella. So, I mean, I ain't got time to be waiting to see if y'all going 100%. I know if coach keeps saying, run it again. run it. But I know a lot of times they saying run it again so they can look at this and you look at this and that. But I'm saying shit, I'm just gonna keep breaking through there. But one of the coaches did come to me. One of the coaches did come to me and said, "Hey man, you need to stop trying to be a superstar." And I kind of, what do you mean?
Was the linebacker coach?
What did Glazer coach?
D-line.
Well, it was a D-line coach.
He said you said it all. Wait, what did Glazer coach?
But but Glazer liked me. Like Glazer was always cool, man. He always liked me. I think he thought he was doing me a favor, but it confused the hell out of me. And I was like, because I tried that same shit in the NFL. I tried to go like Charles Woodson ran me over in the blitz, and then Gruden got in my shit. Then Skip Pete got in my shit. Then by the time I get back to the back of the huddle, Tyrone Wheatley was like, "What the hell was that?" He didn't have a chin. Like he didn't have his chin strap buckled or nothing. He was like, "I don't give a damn. You better blow his ass up." He said he gonna have a spot next year. What about you? I said, "Oh, man, all right." So I'm saying it just confused me. Like, man, am I supposed to go hard? Yeah. Man, like,
yeah, no, I feel you. I look, you did show your ability. This is what I can't remember the other. We talk about this running back all the time, and we don't know. Yeah. I have no problem. This is my thing. You showed your ass in scout team, but you ain't come back to the locker room talking about, I'm killing y'all. I'm the best. Why ain't I playing? Why I should be starting? That's
what the other dude did.
Oh, dude, come on, man.
I remember who you're talking about too. Somebody told me. Somebody brought the name up the other day.
That's the only slew-footed running back I ever seen or heard of in my life.
Oh,
look, who was that? Ply said this. Ply said he was at a camp and his receiver ran a post. He told the young man, dude, you can't do that shit in college. You expect to do that. But he said, look, the coach was dabbing him up like, you killing him out here.
Nah, come on, man. Yeah.
That's what old dude was doing, dancing the hole. Like, dude, you are KO by the time you.
His last name was Carter, too, though. What his last name Carter, too?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's the difference. Like, that's what I have a problem with Scalzo. Now, I understand he's not saying he's killing the defense. He's trying to show that he's healthy. His knee is healthy.
Yeah.
But I want fans to understand, don't get too overly hyped by the bro. That's almost like playing 707.
Put it like this, and this is now that I think about it. We got a little time left because we got two more things to get to. Put it like this: from what you're saying, you being awful disrespectful, man.
I see. There you go with this shit.
You are, man. Because listen, what did they do? What did Kentucky Sports Network do when Terry Wilson started working out again?
I don't know.
Started running.
You tell me.
They ain't seen the video they posted.
I don't.
And they had the UK. You know how they had the UK come in the end. And UK. Then whatever the slogan is at the bottom, they produced a video of him coming back. So my point is, if you coming healthy, why don't they do him a solid and just post him a video?
Dude, because he's not returning. He didn't take a team to 10-3.
People worry about it though, man.
He wasn't 10-3. Oh my God. Oh man.
Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel was at Walsh. Mike Vrabel is from somewhere around there.
I don't know
over there, but yeah. So the other thing, what would I have? Oh, but the other two things is basically the last thing is really like, so who you hear coming back? What makes you happy about who's coming back? And what do you think about the idea? I don't want to get nobody else on the ass. What do you think the idea about AJ Rose going to the league? You think he's gonna get picked up? You think he's gonna stick? You think he should come back?
He shouldn't come back.
I'm saying not to here. I'm saying should he come back?
Nah, that's just look. He's a running back, right? We all know about tire tread on your tires, and you need to keep them jokers as fresh as possible. He's been here 5 years.
He's only getting 8, 9, 10 carries a game.
That's why he's got fresh treads. He needs to keep. He don't need to go to somewhere else and beat his ass up. Here's the thing. He's a guy who would be a better pro than he would be better in the pros than in college if he goes to the right team, because his skill set can be a third down back. He's not a feature back. He's not going to be number one back, but he can be. What's the guy? I can't even think of his first name. Washington for the Raiders a few years ago. Third down back. He can be Amp Lee, third down back.
You know who else tried to go in the NFL and be Amp Lee third down back?
Who? You?
No.
Hold on.
No, he ain't got what it takes.
And hold on. I'm not saying he would definitely make it, but
if I had another year, I would come back and try to prove it.
No. But Anthony, he ain't gonna. He is who he is. That's like I said. Hold on. He cannot. He has reached. He ain't gonna. His floor is his floor, and his ceiling is his ceiling. I didn't say he's gonna get drafted. I didn't say he's gonna get his floor.
Why would you not exhaust that though?
Anthony, to do what? He's not gonna improve his
if you're not. Listen, Ben. I'm put it like this. Honestly, I averaged 10 carries a game in college.
He ain't you.
Listen what I'm trying to tell you. From what you know, if you put me in a MAC school's offense of 20 carries a game, do you think I would get stronger? I think he will get stronger. I think with his few carries, he never got a chance to get in the groove. I've never really seen him run powerful. Even when he runs powerful, he falls after the tackle. Like after he gets hit, he leans forward and falls. He doesn't come out of it, the other end of it. So what I'm saying is, I know in high school, and if you look at my stats, the games I had 20 carries in the game, I had 100 yards. The games I had, and I only had 20 carries in like 2 or 3 games, but 11 for 80, 11 for 60, something like that. Or I mean, not 11, 7 for 60 and all that is decent. But I think if he goes down a level, now I'm not saying the SEC, if he goes to the MAC and becomes a premier back and they see, okay, he's a little durable. Or, he's running people over. He's stiff arming. He's picking up blitzes. I think he may solidify himself in the 5th or 6th round. I just think it's too much unanswered right now.
If he would, if he would have started in the MAC and stayed in the MAC and balled out, okay, I would agree with you. You can't go from the SEC, then go to the MAC and show out a little bit and then improve your stock, because you got freaking 3 years of SEC tape. They're gonna go to that. They ain't gonna go to the MAC.
Yeah, you can.
Dude, he would.
It's not proven. It's not proving anything. It's showing other skill sets and durability. And it's not leaving because he couldn't make it here. He's leaving because he don't want to share time. He's going somewhere where he can be a 1,000-yard rusher.
And plus, he's been here 5 years, has his degree, and he's freaking sick of being here.
It's been 5 years.
No, he came in with Benny Snell.
But Benny Snell left a year early. And this would have been his 4th year, right?
Oh, Benny Snell left a year early. Didn't Rose was the leading running back last year? That was year 4. And he came back this year 5.
Oh, damn. You're right. Damn.
Dude, he's been here 5 years. It's time to go. He's got his education paid for. He's probably got some of his master paid for. It's time to go, brother. It's time to go.
I think if I had the opportunity to prove that I was gone, if I think I could raise my stock, I think I would.
Okay.
You don't think he can raise the stock?
Okay. Here's who I say, if he was in his shoes, would leave and improve his stock, is Smoke. If Smoke left and went to a different school, because Smoke doesn't have the carry. He doesn't have the carries. He hasn't had the opportunities as Rose had. Rose has had his opportunities. Smoke hasn't. So if Smoke say, okay, my last year, I'm going to go to a MAC. And if he balls out, then teams can say, okay, now this is the first real tape we have got on Smoke. Because we have seen Smoke get off. We have seen him. He gets his 4 carries, 7 carries. He has a chance to go off. Now, let's say he goes to the MAC and get his 20 carries a game, and then he averages 6-7 yards a carry, and he blows up. He has a chance to improve his stock. AJ Rose, he is what he is.
Yeah, I can't argue with that too much. I don't know. I just hate to see leave some money on the table, but I guess he can. I guess
he has it too. He's got a chance.
Now,
a special teams contributor. Think about this. He can be a special teams contributor and be your emergency third down back because he can catch the ball. I've seen him run decent routes. He's got that ability. Never going to say he has a chance to be a starter, but he can make it for the right team. He's got to be in the perfect situation, though. He's got to be in the ideal situation with a coach that falls in love with him.
Now I give you two things. I'm gonna give you two things. This MFer mess around and run anything lower than the 4.42.
Oh yeah,
he run anything lower than the 4.42. They act like he was like one of the top 5 fastest on the team. If he run anything less than the 4.42, and if he can bench, I'll say 20. 15 is probably where he's gonna be at.
15.
I think it. No, but I'm saying to open some eyes about, he's stronger than we thought. I'm
if
saying
he goes over 15.
Huh?
If he goes over 15.
15 ain't really. I guess it could be.
As a third,
I don't think that'll raise eyebrows. That will solidify him in a position. I don't think it'll raise. I'm trying to raise eyebrows.
He's not a workhorse. Workhorses better get 20. You know what I'm saying? They better get 20 plus. He is not. They already know he's not. He's not a first down back. He's not on that level.
Wait a minute, I wasn't strong, and I had a sprained shoulder.
What I'm telling you,
that's 3 more than 12.
But Anthony, they didn't see you as a workhorse back either.
My whole thing was 18 and 20. My whole thing was 18 to 20 where I was trying to get to at least 18. My parameter is 18. It ain't 15 for any running back.
If he gets to 18, that's going to help him out a lot.
Yeah,
I think if he runs under 4.5, he's okay.
Nah.
If he runs under 4.42, if he runs under 4.42, now his eyebrows are raised.
Oh yeah,
because now he can play special teams.
4.48 don't get that though. You said
no, that's what I'm saying.
4.48, 4.47 ain't gonna get you that.
What I'm saying, if he runs under 4.5, he can still make a team being a third down special team back. But he runs under a 4.42, people are going to be like, whoa, wait, what now? Okay, now that raises stock up. He'll be one of the first free agents called, not one of the last ones.
It might, man. Benny Snell, I mean, I think I guess you kind of convinced me a little bit. If you can look at he was wedged between Benny Snell and now Chris Rodriguez, who's probably going to be a draft pick. And then that might say then that you couldn't do it. It's just that, you was behind a top draft, or a decent draft pick, and the guy's going to be another decent draft pick. So I don't know. I guess I can see it. I can see it.
C-Rod, dude, I'm you know me, I'm still an AJ Rose fan, right? But C-Rod has shown me some juice. Benny Snell is C-Rod. C-Rod is Benny Snell with some juice. Yeah. You ain't seeing too many people run C-Rod down. Once he breaks it, he's done.
Snell honestly, I didn't give Snell enough credit when he was here. But watching these other good, I think, ironically, and you may not agree, but if you go back and watch film, Snell probably had more balance than C-Rod. Yeah. C-Rod seems more, but Snell, he had hit that joker bounce. Yeah. He wasn't shifty like that, but he wouldn't go down.
That's
balance is crazy.
C-Rod leans forward more than Snell, and with his forward lean, he typically falls forward. Benny Snell ran with more balance. Yes, I would agree with that.
So you think starring in a MAC is better? There's been a lot of good players come out of the MAC that balled out, man.
Hold on. Yes, if I star in the MAC, now that doesn't make me better. Here's the thing: if you go to the MAC, you better dominate. Like you can't, you can't be borderline. You gotta be that dude. And if you're that dude, you got a better chance. The same player. If I go to MAC, start a MAC, and it's that dude, I would get drafted compared to a guy who goes to a middle of the road SEC team and is just average.
Yeah.
Even though you're playing the SEC, them people are gonna see you dominate. And there's nothing like being a running back and run away from everybody. It's like you see these high school highlights, and it's obviously not the best team they're playing.
Oh, yeah.
You just run away from people.
Yeah.
It makes you look better. Same thing. You run away from people, they're like, oh my God, he must have speed. And if you go to combine and prove it, you're that dude.
For the most part, depending on what team you're on.
Yeah.
Because you were back up in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, maybe Tennessee, and there's always a couple others. But I mean, and we get to that level, we got some backups because you got to think, man, all them linebackers after linebacker that keep rotating in. Then you got Josh Pascal, who I think gonna get a chance. You had Bud Dupree, you had Josh Allen. So I think for the most part that is the case. I think that Edelman, Josh Cribbs.
You can't really call Edelman because Edelman was a freaking quarterback.
What was Josh Cribbs? A quarterback too, wasn't he?
Yes.
But it was a lot of them that come out of the MAC.
No, I'm just saying.
I think you remember Brian Koback. I think he in Toledo. I've seen him in a couple games.
Yeah. He was balling.
Good job. Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Here's another thing, right? Here's a great thing about playing in a group of 5. All right. You get some confidence playing against the lesser competition. Don't have a ball-out game against your non-conference SEC team. That's it. If you are getting, let's just say you go on the MAC, we on running backs. Let's say you average a 170 plus. Every game you 170 plus. And you go against an SEC team and get 90 plus, they looking at you like, okay, all right. Because your teammates ain't as good, and you can bust out 90. If you go 110, you're gonna get noticed on adding those 170 yards a game against a lesser talent. You bust out 110 against the SEC, they like this a good bat.
That's what Joe Boy did.
Who?
Cecil the Diesel.
Yeah.
He played against Akron. You know, I always tell you about my best friend Kelly. Played his older brother. He was 3 years old and just played at Akron.
Okay.
And I was like, man, Cecil rushed for, and he played safety. He played safety. He rushed for 275. He keep talking about he was sticking Cecil. I said, man, that dude rushed down to 300 yards. The crazy thing was he rushed for the first 3 games. He rushed for no less than 250, and one of them was an SEC team, so he rushed for damn near 900 yards, 1,000 yards in 3 games. I think he got hurt or suspended in that third game.
Dude, you don't understand, dude. Cecil in high school, he wasn't as you remember. I don't know if you remember Derrick Henry in high school. He had some crazy amount, like thousands, like over 3,000, like 5,000-6,000 yards.
Yeah, I thought like 6,000 or something.
Yeah, Cecil was on that dude. He was a man amongst boys. It's like having one of those big defensive linemen who got some speed, play running back, but he wasn't that big. But you know what I'm saying? Like you hit, he hurt. You know what? Something that I'm gonna go off for a minute. You know, Big Baby played for the Celtics. Yeah. Big Baby was a damn running back.
Yeah, they said that.
Dude, and was good. Yeah. Dude, he was. You want to do is Big Baby. You gonna high school? You don't want to talk to that big.
Yeah.
But let me answer one more question though. Someone asked earlier about the quarterback room. I think the quarterback room is easy. There is a competition, but there is no competition. If you ask me, the competition is Bo, and then there's a backup. Bo will have to fall flat on his face to not be the starter next year.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That
So this old Nick Scalzo with his scout team thing, it ain't gonna happen.
Nick Scalzo. Oh yeah, Big Ben did. No, Big
Yeah.
Ben. Yeah, Randy Moss. There you go. Mike Watts would stand up for the Mac, man. Chad Pennington, he said Larry Zonka. He went back.
You went back. Yeah, but you know Randy Moss wasn't supposed to be at Marshall though.
But exactly. Well,
I mean, but Byron and Chad, and Ben started at Miami, Ohio. They started there. Randy Moss supposed to be a big time. He was a big time D1. He had his issue.
why he didn't get another D1 stuff after Florida State?
Because I think you know they had a documentary on that. I think he wanted
coaches back home was gonna look like yeah. They brought him back home, kind of giving him a chance and give him some support.
Right. Because wasn't he supposed to go to West Virginia?
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so, something like that. And there was somebody got to like something happened between the transition before seeing Florida State in there. Like I think he might have got arrested or something. But yeah, you're right.
So but let's just say this. If Chad Pennington played at I'm trying to think of a good school that's passed the ball back then. If he played at one of those past Florida, let's say he played at Florida.
Shit, they passed it at Marshall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying a big back then, big teams were not passing like they pass now. Let's say he goes to Florida where they threw the ball around. Yeah. He wouldn't have been the pick he was from Marshall because his numbers were undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You can't put up those numbers and not have someone say, okay, give him a shot.
Chad Pennington was top 10, I think.
Top 10 what?
Pick.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, Chad Pennington was my year. He was top 10, I believe. I'm pretty sure he was top 10, man. Check it out.
I might be wrong. I don't remember him being top 10. 18.
Okay. I knew his first round, though.
Yeah, he was first round.
Yeah. I thought he was higher than that, though. Okay. Because the year I came out, it was running backs left and right. Man, they drafted 28 running backs that year.
They Jamal Lewis, Thomas Jones,
John Alexander,
Travis Taylor. No, not just Travis Taylor, wide receiver. Hold on. Let me.
Travis, they did draft a Travis from out of
Ron Dane, Sean Alexander, Trump candidate. Wow, they did, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it was deep, man.
1, 2, 3. Damn, 16 running backs
in the first round.
No, 16 total. Shit, is 5 in the first round. It was 5 in the first round.
It says 16? It was more.
1, 2.
It was 20 something. Unless you count them, but I thought the number at my age.
16 drafted. Unless you want to count a fullback. I don't know if they were drafted.
Oh, fullback. May have.
No, they were not. They didn't label them as fullbacks, but they had 16 running. Dude, 16 running backs is a lot. Shit. That's a lot of running back.
Yeah, for a 7-round draft.
Dude, they had 6 in the first round. That will never happen again. Never. 6?
Yeah,
dude, 6?
More.
Hold on. And here's the numbers: 5, 7, 11, 19. Woo. They had 5 in the top 20.
Woo. And then Trung was what, 32?
Trung was 31.
31, yeah. Yeah, man.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Who was drafted? Who you?
No, who was drafted? Sebastian.
Oh. Yeah, the Raiders drafted him first round.
Yeah, man. They was off the hook, man.
Yeah, that was I mean, he did put up good numbers for him, though.
Yeah,
you really think about it. He did put up.
Yeah, he was solid from 60 yards. But I don't know if I'm waste a top draft pick on it, man. I wait on him. You can get somebody that can do something. But you got to think kickers are usually your lead scorers most time of your franchises anyway. So might as well make your lead score. Oh, he said Chad Pennington was big.
Chad was the next pick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. It is something. But if you want to go to and I say this all the time. I tell kids who ask me, I'm like, dude, to get to the league, is you got to either go to the greatest school ever and play minimally, or go to a school where you can play a lot and rack up like crazy stats.
But you got a ball though, yeah. You got to be all conference. You got to be all conference.
You got to be all conference at least 2 years.
Yeah,
minimum. Yeah. You got to be MVP 1. You know what I'm saying? If you're really trying to get drafted. You got to be offensive, defensive MVP once. You better be all conference 3 years. You can be second team your first year and first team the next 2. And you got to create some records, man. Like you got to do something that is extraordinary.
Right.
And if you do that, and it's not, and here's the thing, it's not like you're not talented, but it's going to be hard for a GM to overlook these other guys to come to you. That's all. Who's the buddies?
You probably mean other players.
Oh,
but shit, last time you talked about a player, man, shit got
here you go with that.
Yeah, man. Now, I knew you ain't say. I mean, I knew what you was trying to say, but I don't know. Just kind of odd. Was he tagged in it or something?
No, he probably someone told him. That's what it is. That's all. You know what? No. I bet you I know what happened. I bet you I know what happened. Freddie Maggard had a tweet today saying that Jamin and Corker didn't make all SEC. They were high in tackles, right?
Yeah.
And I tweeted that we always ask that question, but whom you gonna take off? You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say someone should be all, but whom are you gonna take off the list? And that's what he might have seen Freddie. Cause I'm sure they follow Freddie.
He liked that too?
No. I don't think so. I'm saying that's where it probably some people saw that and then you just start searching your name.
He ain't no little dude, man. Shit.
Look. Let me say this about Jamin. And I've said this many times. He is a really good linebacker. He's got all the freaking tools. He's 6'3", 6'4", which is number 1. Go to the next level. You can't be freaking 6 feet or 6'2" and consider yourself to make it. You can, but having that height puts you in another level. He's 6'4". He's got to be 230-ish. He can run. The problem is, if you put him out in space, like they ran that swing pass at North Carolina State, he murdered it.
Yeah.
When you get him in between the tackles, and that guard chips, he chip off of the nose guard and goes to the second level. Can he stun him and make the tackle? That's what he needs to do to be elite. He can be, if you ask me, he can be a second-round pick, potentially late first-round pick because he can run. But he's got to do that. You can be great in the SEC, but not be a great pro. If he becomes that, then he becomes a starter on the next level. You can't run around blocks on the next level. You run around a block, the running back is gone.
Excuse me. Yeah. No, I give you that. So Jamin, he don't think you terrible. He just think he just got high expectations for you and lofty goals. So
that's it.
That's a little bit more you could do to make it to the next level, man. Make something special out of yourself.
Thank you. That's exactly what it is, baby. Because dude, he's got it. How big is Square? Is he? I don't think he's as tall as Jamin.
I don't think so. I don't think as big as him nowhere, really.
That's what I'm saying. So Jamin got NFL size. Some of the players he played with don't have it. That's what I'm saying. Dude, he is 6'3", 6'4". How many linebackers that UK had who's 6'3", 6'4" at middle linebacker? I can't think of one.
Right.
He's got long arms. He's a big ass dude who can run. All you gotta do is this. all I'm gonna say, and someone can videotape this and send it to them. Get in your damn book and study film. That's all you gotta do, and you can be a freaking first or second rounder, not a fifth rounder, not a fourth, where you looking at, ooh, can I make this team? Listen to me, and Anthony will second this. If you go first, second, or third round, you're gonna get you 3 to 5 years, unless you do something stupid. You get first, second, third round, you're gonna play 3 to 5 years.
Yeah,
that's what you want. You don't want to be 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to be first, second, third, and then you can put some money away. It's really that simple.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And with that, we've come to the conclusion of our first show of the new year. And it is season 2. Not because we done went 365 days on the show, but it's season 2 because it's a whole new year. That way, it's easier to keep track. So,
all I want to know is I better get a big check when we go season 3, and I want my money early. I want a signing bonus.
Yeah, the guy. You didn't have a season-ending meeting with him?
You?
Good night. No, with management.
Did you?
Yeah, they called me.
See, they shady, man. They shady.
No, they asked me for your number, man. I said you work. All right, Dale, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I get with them, man. I get with them by next show, man. I'll let you know what they say, because yeah, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you out here starving and whatnot, man. So I'm gonna get with them, man. Keep checking your mailbox. I'm gonna get with them, see if there's anything I can do to expedite this situation, man.
Hold on. Louis say he's thinking about getting us more listeners. What? What's the think about, Louis? What's the think about? What's the think about, Louis? You thinking? Come on, Louis.
No, he might be saying, he said if other players chime in, then it might be more credible than just, not credible, but more entertaining to have other athletes.
Where's Stu? Bring Stu. Stu, come on, brother.
You can't be having Stu on here, man, especially when you're talking about his coaches and his team players. No, we get some guys on. We have plenty of interviews, man. It's just been a holiday season. A lot of people been with their family. Just stick with it, man. You'll see a bunch of familiar faces, good interviews, and some extra folks in here. But man, we appreciate y'all watching, man. First show of the new year. Van, keep checking your mail. Check in the mail, brother.
All right. It better be postmarked December 30th and not January 5th. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, just pray you get it.